Hello, friends. Welcome back to another episode of Gloomhaven, Guildmaster Campaign. Well, we're going to start off checking out the trainer. I've got a few changes that I'm going to go through here as well, so I'll try to make it quick so we can jump into the scenario. We've reached the Hermitage, which is nice. We'll unlock another enhancement slot. We're unlocking these a little too quickly. We can't really keep up with it, so it is what it is, I guess. We've unlocked chapter 1.4, so I think I'd like to continue down in that path. I'll show you here in a moment. You're a good way through the forest now. The forest is actually southeast of here. And I've had more contacts come in, this time from the Badlands to the north. Beware though, I've heard rumors of drakes and demons. It's not a place for the faint of heart. Okay. Right, some new enhancements are available. We have Wound. And Ice. Ice is going to be nice for the Spellweaver. Those stun abilities that she has. Or maybe it's just the one, but we do have another relic. Prevent 40 damage using armor and shield items. This is going to be a new path. I've received a communication from the asylum at Blackrock, where one of the alchemists had been working on a new form of high-tech armor. Now that sounds interesting. However, he was researching in his tower when there was a lot of noise, screaming, and then silence. Let me guess. They want us to investigate. Got it in one. Alright. And finally, a kill. We had a lot of unlocks the last time. Maybe I think I remember this many. I wasn't sure if maybe I forgot from the last time previous to that. 5 more gold, which is pretty good. And okay. So this was the forest he was referring to. I was kind of thinking of just continuing on this path, either the lesser of two evils, kind of a pain, but we could also go for a perk point, actually. The problem with traveling is, I mean, it gives us experience, and that's nice, and it does give us another design, but splint mail might be a good one to get, actually. For we do have chainmail now. Or we could go for a relic. Actually, a relic does sound pretty nice. Right? The hunters. So let's go for this one. We do have a little bit more of bookkeeping to take care of, but I think we'll go for this one. I didn't spend a little bit of time like I usually do to make sure, or to find a scenario, so I just wanted to take some time to do that. Let's go for some relics, or for a relic. Okay, next, the Soothsinger is going to be leveling up to 2, which is great, and this is the card that I wanted. Okay. or that I was waiting for. Although this one's a pretty good card as well. So change tempo is a very late card. Immobilize, target all enemies within range 3. So this one in particular is pretty nice, so that the Soothsinger can move up toward a bunch of melee, let's say melee enemies, and immobilize all of them, or at least most of them. And that way we don't. She's basically controlled all of the enemies, the melee enemies, that is, so that the rest of us can do range attacks or move into better positions, things like that. The problem with this is, one, it's a very late initiative, so it would have to be paired with an earlier initiative, or she can then move up and immobilize everyone for the next round so that everyone can kind of take a breath. The 3 others could take a breath to basically either heal or resting, things like that. So this is a good card. The move 5 is pretty great for her because of her movement problems. But Soothing Lullaby, all allies may perform Heal 1 self action at the beginning of each of their turns. So this would basically take place, this is another song, and it would take place of another song, meaning I would have to drop, or if I start playing Soothing Lullaby, then Defensive Ditty would drop, for instance, or the Power Ballad would drop. So this is a good card, however, because in cases where we have a lot of enemies with poison, the poison can be removed at the beginning of their turn all the time. If there is no poison, or if there's a wound, then wound can be removed and healed as well. So the healing at the bottom is obviously another good card, or good ability for her. And I'd say that I typically go with Soothing Lullaby, and I say typically, I mean I've only gotten her to level 2 maybe twice, and I think I've taken Soothing Lullaby both times. But in this case, as much as I like this card and I want to see it work in the way that I think it should work, I have to continue taking Soothing Lullaby for the reason that I just like the heal oneself. It's very powerful. It doesn't seem very powerful, but it is a very powerful ability. This also gets her, the Soothsinger, to have a heal card, because I'm going to be getting rid of the Tinkerer. Which is almost sad to say, but I think you'll approve of my decision here. So I'm going to take a quick pause, choose a card to replace this. I didn't prepare for this card. I was hoping for it, but I wasn't sure if it was coming yet. And I need to figure out a card to replace it with, so I'll be right back. Okay. So I've replaced it with I've replaced Wistful Wounding with Soothing Lullaby. I don't want to have too many songs in my hand. I mean, it's nice to have those choices, but the more songs that she has in her hand, it kind of removes the other choices away. For instance, Blessing all the adjacent allies is a really great card to have in the hand. Strengthen, affect all allies. I don't even have to be adjacent to them for this to work. So Call to Action is an extremely powerful card. Throw Voice to disarm up to 4, and the diamond formation is, irreplaceable basically. Cursing, marching beat. So, and I'm choosing this one more, or I'm choosing to keep an unending chant more for the bottom ability, or the bottom action of the ability card. The move 2 and then shield allows her to keep moving basically. if I remove too many, if I have too many cards that have an action on the bottom, then I need to use it more often for the move. Now I do have the comfortable shoes, so I'm okay with that. But this one, unending chant, allows her to keep moving and performing some other aid to her allies. So I'm going to be keeping that one. Soothing Lullaby, you'll see how well that works, particularly when we're going up against those vipers. Now here's the thing, her perks are extremely they're amazing. The thing about it is that she doesn't really perform so many attacks, so we need to remove all of her consistency and harmony are very important for her. But this one, for instance, Power Chord, replace 2 +1 cards with a +4. I don't really have to say much more about that. Replacing the zeros with +2s and a +3 even. And then they come with Muddle, Curse, Poison, Wound. So these are all amazing cards. Eventually we get, or perks. Eventually we get rid of all of the negatives. And what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all of the zeros. And then we even start removing some of the +1s at the very high levels, that is. So she hits like a truck. She just doesn't attack very often. And it makes me think of the Jester in Darkest Dungeon, where basically he's more there to buff his allies, and then he has that one major attack late in the rounds of fighting. I can't remember. I think it's called Solo or something like that. So I know that Isaac has talked about how Darkest Dungeon has influenced making and designing Gloomhaven, and I think that shows right. That's one perfect example, is the Jester and the Soothsinger. So, okay. I'll be replacing the Tinkerer. Now that we have Soothsinger can aid with healing, we also have the Spellweaver can help with healing. We're going to bring in the Mindthief. I haven't used her yet. She's completely clean at level 1, 0 experience. And I want to start mixing this up. It is nice when you have like a strong consistent group of mercenaries, but the whole point of a very large point that the Guildmaster Campaign is trying to make is that you can change things up quite a bit. You can also, you click over here, you can reset the mercenary and you get everything back. It keeps the amount of experience that it has, but it drops down to level 1 so that you can redo the levels. Yeah, so you can change things up very frequently, and it's completely free. It doesn't, you don't have to pay for it. I think they had talked about paying for it with either gold or something else, but right. So I do want to bring in Frigid Apparition. And I was thinking of bringing Possession in too. So again, I'll just pause and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've brought in Frigid Apparition, and I'm dropping Fearsome Blade. I do particularly like the push attack that the Mindthief has. And the move 4 attack 2 is nice as a burn card on a bottom action, but this one also has a move 4 burn where you stun. So I kind of, this one's more helpful in the long run, where Fearsome Blade is just going to allow me to make one attack. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's nice to have an attack on the bottom, but to just be able to stun somebody instead is a better choice, in my opinion. And the fact that I'll be able to stun with the top instead of push, it is getting rid of a push where I could use a trap, but I can also be doing the kind of a similar action where I'm just stunning instead of pushing into a trap. So I think this is kind of an okay trade. And if I want to bring Fearsome Blade in, I have another option that I could drop out. So I believe she comes with Poison Dagger, yep, and a Stamina Potion. And I'm just going to be okay with that and jump into the scenario now. Quite a bit of bookkeeping at the beginning, but this will make the changing kind of the dynamic will be fun in the long run along the throughout the campaign. All right, the road you are on leads you to a narrow cliffside path. As the only route in sight to reach the bottom, you begin your descent. You notice the cliff face here is becoming smoother as you descend. Mysterious etchings and carvings start to emerge as you examine the wall. They begin to morph into shadows that swirl and dance about the surface, seemingly leading you to the wall, along the wall to a spot on the ground. Tucked into a small alcove at the base of the wall lies an urn with a small quantity of coins inside. Right. We can take the gold, we can just make an offering, or just carry on walking. I want to say I know what the outcome is, but I'm trying to think of how our band here would deal with this. I mean, we're mercenaries. Do we? I guess because there's these shadows, maybe we're more in tune with giving rather than taking. I'm just gonna go with that. Shadows dance excitedly as you make the offering. Before calming and fading away, you sense that your offer has not gone unnoticed. So we start the scenario with dark infused, and we're blessed. That'll be helpful, but yeah, I didn't know about the dark. I kind of knew about the blessed part, but you meet Scabwit at the Copper Oasis, where he brings you up to date with the situation. As you head deeper into the oasis, he talks of members of his tribe hearing clinking sounds in the undergrowth, and then suddenly falling ill. They found strange tracks on the ground, but also Vermling footprints, which led into the nearby hills. He stops periodically and sniffs the ground, pointing out broken grass stalks or disturbed rocks. Soon you arrive at the cave entrance, adorned with skulls and bones. You step inside. Right, so this is Scabwit. If you remember, he's a friend of the Brute. But we don't... okay, so Scabwit's going to be joining us. We need to kill all enemies in all rooms, loot the ornate chest. Special rules are lose if Scabwit is exhausted. Vermling scouts have poison added to their attacks. Okay. So, even better, the Soothsinger card that we just picked up. is going to help with those poisons. I believe that the elite vipers are going to have poison as well, if I remember correctly. If this does turn into a kind of a longer video, I think what I might do for future is maybe do a little bit of bookkeeping off camera, basically, and that will reduce the amount of bookkeeping. But if it's something that you'd like to see, like, continue to see, then by all means let me know, and I can just continue with that. It will just take some time to go through the bookkeeping. Look at them, living in a cave with snakes. This is not how Vermling should live. Beware of the archers. They also have poisoned arrows. Attack! Okay. I mean, they're not archers, they're scouts, but they do have ranged attacks and melee attacks. Okay. Scabwit seems to not like this idea of, I wouldn't say his brethren, but his kind living in caves with snakes. And we also have the Mindthief, another Vermling to join in. I guess kill his own kind, her own kind. This is a she now. Remember that part. So I certainly want to bring the brute up. But I like to play the Mindthief as kind of a tank. But at the beginning, it's very difficult. She's very squishy with only 6 hit points. Okay. Let's see how they're positioned. We have 2 elite Vermling scouts back here, 1 normal Vermling scout, a normal giant viper, and they also have poison attacks. And then the giant viper elite with 8 hit points, also dealing poison. So we're going to be dealing a lot, or taking a lot of hit points, a lot of damage from poison. So we will make sure that Soothing Lullaby goes up pretty quick, but we'll play Defensive Ditty first so that we can get the shield up. And I think I might go for Singing Arrow, where we can perform an attack with wound. She's in a good position anyway that she can just, I guess it would be this one snake. So let's go for that. She'll be going first probably anyway. Another thing we could do is, this is the Mindthief has some pretty interesting cards. One thing that I'll explain really quickly is she has these augments, which are kind of similar to the songs that the Soothsinger has, except the augment is for her, whereas the Soothsinger songs are for everybody, all of her allies. So the augment is going to be on top of whatever the Soothsinger song is for her too, which is a pretty good combination that I never got a chance to play around with. So we could do feedback loop, for instance, gain 1 shield on our melee attacks. So we could put her kind of up here or move into a different place, but we could move here, for instance, and then start gaining shields every time we make a melee attack. I think that's what I'm going to do. Just want to be able to move up But, another thing that we could do actually instead of that is I like the idea of, where is it? This one, submissive affliction, where basically we can force one enemy within range 5 to perform attack 2, targeting another enemy with you controlling the action. So we could have like the Viper attack here and make that an interesting move as well. Or round. And I think I might do that. That would kind of hurt. That would help us quite a bit to start hurting them with that. And as a top action, however, we could use Scurry, for instance. Scurry is a nice one for her. She moves 3 and attacks 1 on the top so that she could perform a bottom action as well without moving. But I might keep that one for later. Another thing we could do actually is just make her go a little late. I'm gonna have to come back to her. She's kind of blowing my mind right now. We're gonna want to go pretty late with her, so let's bring in either summoning or healing, depending on what's happening. We certainly want to keep Scabwit alive, but she has, or is it a he? I don't actually know. I guess that's a he. He has 3 shield, which is going to be pretty nice. We can kind of use him as a tank. At range 4, I don't really think that's going to be all that necessary. I was thinking of using that darkness to kill somebody. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we could kill this. I don't really know if that's absolutely necessary. Say we go in hot with fire orbs. And if that's the case, that's late enough. Let's go with, I kind of want a movement. Let's use Reviving Ether. I kind of just want to move her to a different position. I mean, we could just have her go here, start here. Now let's go with that. Okay. And this first round is always going to be the most amount of work. This looks like a good idea. The move 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can attack there. And then actually, let's put him back 1 more. Come on. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 attack, and then let's use Skewer to attack here. Now this might not work, but I think if it does work, we can do quite a bit of damage. And if it doesn't, then yeah, we can figure something else out to use with that. That is the earlier one. Okay. Okay. Maybe what I can do is use the Scurry and then into the night and go invisible after, so we can kind of block this so that they'd have to move around. Now both of them do have jump actions, so they could just jump right through me. And if that's the case, I'll figure out another course of action maybe. How much damage is that? 5. That could be another good one. She's a pretty good character. I like her quite a bit. Oh man. No, I'm gonna go with this one so I have an early and a late card. I don't want to use up her early cards too quickly here. So we'll scurry, we'll just make an attack. We could do something like poison it as well. And we can move this guy right into that trap. That would help out quite a bit. Let's see. Okay, that was a really, really long first round. I apologize. Alright, well, one of them is going to be disarmed. They are going to be jumping, and then the Vermling scouts are going to be doing some major attacks, but they're not moving. So we'll see. We'll see if we can. I guess if we're not going to be standing next to any of them, then it should be fine. You disarmed the. Oh, that one is very good. They were going to target all adjacent enemies, so they probably would have come right here and then hit these three, the most squishy ones that we have. But okay, we're gonna go with defensive ditty to shield everybody. That's going to give our Scabwit ally here an additional shield. And we'll just hit him, or hit this snake for one, but also adding that wound on there is a little helpful. We could bring one of, I guess we would have to bring this one card back. I need to remember that cards that are in play still are not discarded yet. I made that mistake last time. So since it's not moving, we can, or since it's not going to be attacking, I'm more open to moving it right up to it. Let's use this. So one more attack. Now it's disarmed, poisoned, and wounded. I just want to show that she has these cards: Perverse Edge, which is +2 attack for each negative condition on the target, and I think she has another one like that. Yeah, +1 attack. This one's not a burn card, so that's pretty nice. But this one is a burn card, but it's 3 + 2. So if in this case, it would be +6, so 9 attack, which is pretty huge. We want to attack. I think we still want to do this. I just need to make sure that it dies somehow. We could bring one of these 2 cards back. I think I'm okay with it though. Now it's the brute's turn. Yeah, we're gonna move 4. This is finally going to work out in our favor. The problem is that they're going to be attacking for quite a bit, 5 and 4. So if we can kill this one, well, if we can kill them both, that would be nice, right? Let's just take care of this. I'm going to do the attack 4 here. The only one card, of course. And now we'll attack on this side with that. Okay, not bad. We did get rid of one of the Vermlings. We don't have to deal with that one attack, but we are still going to be taking that hit. Unless we can deal with it. We might be able to. Sweet. So we didn't take any damage. Scabwit didn't take any damage. And now I really wish that I went with the other one to be able to move to any place that I wanted to, basically. I could have moved way over here and then attacked all three of them, but it is what it is now, right? So let's jump to here. And I'm still going to use it. I mean, it's going to be a burn card, but it's also going to help out. Yeah, let's just use it. I want to be able to not take any damage, basically. That would be nice. So we'll confirm it. It is a burn card, but I think it'll be worth it if we can kill that one. Okay. Great. Great. Okay. Oh, I didn't check out the map. The map is another one of these really long cavern type maps. We'll have one like J-shaped, a V-shape, and then this medium-sized room at the end. Isn't too bad. I've always been afraid that there's too many enemies in like these kind of larger rooms in between, but then it always ends up being like 2, 3. This is probably going to have 4. This one might have 4 or 5. I'm not sure, but okay. We have this one. We can disarm somebody. Let's disarm someone. Figure that out. And we could just, I'm going to use trample, I guess, just to move to here and disarm this. I think that's going to be a good idea. We can also, I think Soothing Lullaby is going to be worth bringing in. It's unfortunate that it's not going to heal him immediately, but it will eventually. I think Soothing Lullaby is going to help out quite a bit, though. Because this will be disarmed, and then we don't have to worry about him. We should be able to kill him. Let's use tuning the outcome to really start moving and then dropping a curse early into the scenario. That'll be helpful. We want to move. So gnawing horde to move. And I wanted to bring in an augment particularly early, but I guess we don't need gnawing horde to move. Let's bring in feedback loop so that we can start gaining some shield of our own. We don't really need to move too far, we just need a 2 now, so we'll use Into the Night. I would like to keep this for that invisible, but it's just not going to be very necessary in this first room here, so actually the loot would be pretty nice. So let's use alright, we'll use Frigid Apparition to go as early as we can. These 3 cards are just too good to just toss away right now, so next now we want reviving ether so we can really move far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be nice to open this door. Oh, there it is actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would be nice to open the door. Let's do that. And let's go with one of these two to use the top. We can use one of those. I mean, we could use this one. And in this case, we can, if we can get in a good position, then we might be able to hit 3, up to 3, maybe 2 of them. Yeah, maybe. We'll go late. That sounds good. Okay. Okay. At least we'll have the door open so that when the Scabwit goes, he can start moving toward the door at least. This shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just gonna move up to here and disarm some more damage. I could have used the... I kind of always forget that he has poison dagger. I don't think I've ever put the poison dagger on the brute. And I kind of forget that I put it there, so... But that's fine. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put him on some money. Or her, the Soothsinger, on some money. And then we can curse here. And then we'll change the tune to Soothing Lullaby. I could bring that card back. That might be a good idea. Or the Singing Arrow. I'll wait to use the potion to see what's behind the door and how they clump up, things like that. Something I do want to check, since they're not jumping, then we can definitely go. Looks like she's invisible already. Go invisible here, and we don't have to worry about them moving in. But confirm action. So confirm what action? Active abilities, Soothing Lullaby. It would be nice to say what the action is right here, right? Because it doesn't say anything and you have to kind of find it yourself. Now I know what it was, but it would be nice if it actually said what was happening. Maybe it's just that one card, who knows, but... Ooh. So this might actually... I was thinking of moving up, right? I mean, I'm still gonna do it. But I'm hoping that I actually land this. Okay, good. Confirm the action where we're gaining that shield. It's useless where we're standing, but oh well. And now we could also use the minor stamina potion. Scurry might be a good one to bring in, so that we can get into the next room. So I think I'm going to do that now. Ooh, no. No, I'll do that later, because the money that's sitting here, I'd like to loot it and then go. So if I need Scurry the next round, then I'll use it. Confirm. Let's jump here. Don't know why she looks like she's visible. And we'll go with this. It looks pretty good. We can we have quite a bit of, oh, didn't see these two back here. So let's undo, let's check out what we've got. We have 1, 2 normal scouts in this corner, and then an elite scout back in this direction. Oh, that's pretty cool art right there. I like that. For some reason I thought that was the door, but no, it's just a little offshoot there. Then we have 1, 2, 3 elite. What are these? Not vermlings, vipers. Vipers. With another viper here. Vermling scout, elite scout, man. So there's quite a bit. They're all pretty squishy, but there's quite a bit of enemies. And if we don't move, then we're going to be attacked. Or if we don't go invisible, that is, then we're going to be taking this attack. This one we won't have to worry about. Oh, and then these are all ranged attacks, so they're actually going to be attacking him quite heavily. They're not major attacks, but... Alright, let's go for this. I might actually use the minor power potion. Let me think about how many of these guys I'd like to be hitting, though. Well, these two are both elites, so I think that's going to be a good option to start chipping away at their health. Does she have another? No, she doesn't. So let's use the eagle eye goggles too. Why not? Because she doesn't have another major AoE coming up anytime soon, so we could get that. We can get those back. And anything else? No, I'll pass on that since I'm using eagle eye goggles here. Confirm that. Oh, there we go. A +2 from the bless and a ×2. That was pretty nice. We'll go invisible now. He already is invisible. We could bring 2 cards back, but do I really want to? I don't think so. Don't think so. No. I'll be fine with the ones that she has. Okay. Yeah, so because they're poison, because he's poisoned, taking attack 2, that was a -1, but it was +1 because of the poison. So we're just gonna block those 2. We can block that one too. And that one not coming in. And because this is blocked, an obstacle, they have no way of getting there, so they don't move at all. Scabwit here has just blessed himself. He also has a curse. I wonder why. Yeah, I don't understand. He started off with a curse? Did we, maybe they said something earlier? And I don't know if he's blessed because of the action that we took before, but we'll figure that out. So we definitely, did it again. Definitely want to get like right in there, right? So if I can stand right here, that would be nice. I could go for retaliate and just maybe take a whole bunch of hits. We can figure out a way to heal him after. Leaping Cleave would put us right in the middle. Now this would be really nice, actually. If I had jump on this ability, then he could land right here and just stun all of these enemies, all of these Vermlings. But I think this is actually a pretty good idea. Go in. They're not going to hit too hard. Now it would be nice to have like shield bash and eye for an eye, but you know, I think I'm just gonna go for it. We can figure out a way. I mean, he can still block pretty major attack anyway. So now we want to move. I guess we're just gonna be. We'll go late. We'll loot up some of this money back here. At 6 gold. Can't ignore that. We could do like a disarm. I kind of need to deal with this guy here. I need to figure out a way to deal with that. And it might just be that, you know, Scabwit attacks. We'll see that part. But, But we could do something like this. And then for like the bottom action or the top action, where somebody could be attacking if they end up next to him, this Vermling scout, or even the Spellweaver could be attacking one of them. And let's go with throw voice. I want to say that it would work by disarming the ones next to him for the next round, is basically what I'm thinking. So we'll go late, and then we can throw voice, and somebody can make an attack 4. I think that looks like a good idea. We definitely want to go late here. Let's use flashing burst to start bringing in some other elements. So basically, it's only going to be him going early. And that's not too bad. The Vermling's going to be laying some curses out. The giant vipers are going to be dealing a pretty heavy attack. The question is, are they going to be able to make it to me? It might just be that only one of them will be able to attack me. We'll see. Since they're going before the scouts, and that scout is going to die after he attacks me. He only has that 1 health, so okay. See what happens here. You're not going to move. That's unfortunate. Oh, you don't need to move. Well, there you go. That one's already dead. And confirm and removing that poison again. It's just such a powerful card. Yeah, that's going to be. I mean, it's unfortunate. We're going to be taking a lot of hits anyway, and we're going to get the damage back immediately. I'm not liking the It might be better, actually. I'm thinking I can use this trap instead. So if I stand here, then I wouldn't necessarily be taking as much. Somebody would die before they hit me. Let's do that. That kind of seems like a good idea. So we'll end here, skip the movement, and then let's retaliate. We'll get quite a bit of XP out of this. Yeah, so we can just completely block that. That's nice. Pretty heavy hit. Now it's dead. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Ugh. I'm thinking we get rid of unstoppable charge, unfortunately, because I want to keep that. But it has a burn ability anyway, so I want to keep this to play around with these traps, and shield bash is kind of important. I guess we'll get rid of unstoppable charge. How did it get blessed? Now I'm wondering if it seems that okay, this is what's happening, and that's not what should be happening. Our ally is using the monster's attack modifier deck. That's completely wrong. If okay, I get it, like it's not going to be able to. It should be using one of our decks in the physical board game. That's the way it should. That's the way it would be. All right. Now, okay, they couldn't do that. They couldn't apply that to the digital version. I get it. So give it its own attack deck. Yeah, I do not like that at all. Because he's just going to be blessing himself, and then they're going to be using it to their benefit. We're going to be cursing it, these guys, and then he has a chance of if I want to pick up this money. I mean, I really need to get up into their faces, so. Yeah, let's just do it. Yeah, that is extremely poor planning. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. All right. So minor stamina potion. I think we're fine. Let's just keep going with what I have. We're kind of stuck where we are anyway, so want to rotate this. So they are all disarmed for next round. That's going to be nice. Now let's, well, I guess that we can do this attack here. Oh, well, there we go. Now we don't have to worry about that, the guy anymore. Firm action. Oh, so I forgot that part. You could actually, by commanding, or not commanding, call to action, using the one ally perform an attack for that. When the Mindthief does perform that attack, that is that her augment is used. That's cool. Didn't think about that before. Confirm. Oh, man, it really should just say it. Now we could heal, but I think that it's kind of important to continue our assault here. Not only continue, but we really need to bring in the mystic ally too. She's going to help us quite a bit now that they're all disarmed anyway. We deal some pretty hefty damage next round. We might want to bring a couple cards. You know what? Those are perfect for next round, so we'll take those two. So we know what we're doing here. We want to go early, and we want to heal. Actually, let's go with Shield Bash so that he can heal this off first, and then we can heal him after. We being the Spellweaver. And let's go with Warding Strength. Now, I could have gotten rid of Fatal Advance. Killing one normal enemy isn't really going to be a huge thing in this, a huge card, because the normal enemies only have like 4 or 5 health. But I needed it more for the movement, is why I kept Fatal Advance and got rid of Unstoppable Charge. So the attack 5, sure, it's helpful and I could kill one of these enemies outright, but I'm not too worried about them. Okay. Now we could use... Scurry actually would be a good one now. But let's use Submissive Affliction and Empathetic Assault. Well, let's figure out if that's even necessary. I guess we can go a little later and change it up if need be. The healing is still kind of necessary at the moment, but we could do something like this to change it up after he uses it, because everybody else doesn't really need it. Scabwit does need it, but I don't. Fine, whatever. I'd really like to get her here. That's just not going to be happening now. Yeah, these cards aren't the best options. I guess we'll change it up. Let's drop that healing, but let's go a little later. Maybe we can kind of squeeze in somewhere. I'm not entirely sure yet, but we'll change it up for the next round, basically. Maybe, depending on what's happening here. Okay. So they're going to continue to hit too hard. Luckily, they are, for the most part, only one of them, I guess, is disarmed. So let's certainly take care of this one. Yep. And now we don't really need to worry about it because it can only move 3. 1, 2, oh, it can move right to there. 1, 2, 3. And let's heal. Right. That one's dead. Confirm action. We want to heal him more. And then we'll use, doesn't really matter. Back here, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it doesn't really matter who we kill. Well, let's open up this. No! Ugh. Okay, whatever. We will just allow her to rest so that we can get this back. We still have our ally, Mystic Ally, to do some attacks. Oh, okay. Perfect. Couldn't have asked for anything better. So I might just use this empathetic assault. We kind of need to get moving, and the faster we kill them, the better. It's going to disarm them if we don't kill them, and it also brings ice in. So let's use it. Yeah, -2. Of course I pulled a -2. And then what we'll do is we'll have this perform the attack. Okay. Targeting another enemy with you controlling the action. It's disarmed. The only one I should have chose this one. Once again. I'm not going to do the entire round over because of that. That's annoying. Just a poor choice. Okay. I'm not going to do my initial. I'd like to strengthen everybody, so let's just skip the movement, and then we'll strengthen these 3 so that they can kill everything on their way in there. And I'm just not even going to. The unending chant I use more for the bottom action than for the top action. It's nice, sure, but right now it's really annoying that it's possible because Scabwit is sharing the deck with the monsters. I'm just not going to be putting any more curses in there. And it's unfortunate that when he blesses himself that they're almost certainly going to be taking that. So, alright, long rest. Let's try to get in there. Right now we have, this one is disarmed, so that's good. And then we have these 2 that are not disarmed, but pretty close to death there. Fortunately, we're just going to long rest with that and long rest there too. So let's make sure that we'll be able to kill one of them at least. Where are you? You're standing right here, so you could go here and then punch there. Yeah, we're just, and you are strengthened too, so that it might work out in our favor. It should work out in our favor. I say that we move up to here. What augment do you have at the moment? The shield? But don't worry about that. Move up, and then okay. One down. And no, so we don't have any cards left, so I'm not going to use the minor stamina potion. If, for instance, that they had nothing over there. If I had one more card left, then I would go for it, take a card, but not the case. So you're dead. That's good. We will confirm. Now we just have 3 resting actions here. Heal for 2, super, and we're gonna have to drop. I think trample is probably what we're going to have to get rid of. This move 4 and attack 2 everyone is good, and it's probably a good one for us to use in this type of scenario. But yeah, I think that's the one we're gonna drop out. I probably should have changed that because I didn't need shield pierce. So that one probably should have been one that I changed out. Super. That's everyone's dead. And we need to make sure to loot all of this before we run away, right? I think we're just going to drop that one. It's not going to be very necessary. Probably unending chant. We kind of clustered ourselves too much here. We have there's 6 of us now with Scabwit in our summon here. We need to get here very quickly. Luckily we don't have to go like start here and then go all the way around that curve. From here we should be able to just run right to there, which will be better. But yeah, I mean, unending chant's probably the one that I'm thinking of removing. Singing arrow might be, but I kind of want to use this a little bit. Yep. Yep. And end. Okay. So unfortunately, we're stuck way back here. We need to get to this door, and we need to do it in a way that will allow our allies here to move up with us. So in that case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. Well, fatal advance to just move, and let's go. It doesn't matter if we go early or late, actually, now I'm thinking of it. We don't have any looting. Be ideal. Let's use eye for an eye for the kind of getting rid of a card. Now we could long rest with you, and I think I might just do it. We do have the, for instance, we could use 9 horde and scurry to move 7. so he can kind of catch up to us. We're going to want to use marching beat would be pretty nice. Ooh, actually, we won't do that until we've opened the door, and then we can use it on one of them. So let's use like tuning the outcome and just use this as a move 4. And let's bring defensive ditty back in so that we can get shield on our allies instead of the healing now. We can bring the healing, soothing lullaby in that room again. Move 4. Or let's use cold fire for that loot too. Let's just do it. We do have some extra movement cards. We'll be able to just use those. We'll just use that card. Yep. Of course he's gonna go early, but okay. Confirm action. Oh, great. What just happened? What? Why did I hit something? Hold on. Okay, that was weird. It kept skipping the Soothsinger's turn for some reason. So what I had to do was just change her initiative so that it was not 9. Now it's 78. We'll see if I hope that doesn't skip her turn. I think that's kind of weird, but yeah. Everything seems fine for now, so we'll just retaliate, whatever. And then move 4 right there on that. Mystic Ally's turn is going to be skipped, unfortunately. Confirm. But putting her later is probably the better option anyway, because that gave another heal 1 to the brute. So this is totally worth it. Fortunately, we don't get to move, but we've doubled the amount of money that we just made, which is really great. Soothsinger, okay, good. So she's not skipped. Not gonna be cursing anybody. And then confirm to bring in the shield for the next room. Now this round would be a good, well, I say round of her hand basically before her next rest. Would be good to use the minor stamina potion so that she can have an even amount, because at the moment she has 5 cards in her hand. So if we pull 1 back, which I'm going to right now, I'm going to pull tuning the outcomes, so she has another movement. So let's use that. So now she'll have 6 cards in her hand. We don't have to take we'll like push the rest off a little bit. Now she can take 3 turns before a rest instead of the 2. I was thinking Gnawing Horde, we still have this move 4 with a jump, which is pretty nice. But I'd like her to be more mobile anyway. So I might get rid of Parasitic Influence. This is a really nice, It's nice when you can use this to push somebody or to make an enemy move into a trap, for instance. And I still like to use it, but I kind of like all the other all the other cards anyway. The heal 2 I probably won't be using very much. The other one being, oops, not you. Right. Mine's weakness is +2 to the attack, or feedback loop being gain shield when she does an attack. The heal is nice, but I'm going to, I think that in this case I'm going to drop it. She hasn't really been in the spaces needing to heal, so we'll let that one go, I guess. I say we use Leaping Cleave. Let's really open this door early, and if we can disarm someone on our way into the door, that would be fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'd be ending here. We'd have to disarm somebody within this range, basically. Or we could use the boots and then add 2, and that would basically disarm somebody in this range. So we might use those boots. We'll see. Now let's use this and scurry. We really need to get into 1, 2, 3. We need to get into a position here. 4, 1, 2, 3. It's too bad. I'd like to use scurry because that attack 1, although it's not very much, with the augments, this turns into a move 3, attack 1 +2. So that would be a move 3, attack 3. But I really need to get her moving, and we could just use the minor stamina potion to bring scurry right back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's probably a good option anyway, because she has, again, what I was saying, she has an odd number of cards in her hand. So we'll bring scurry right back in, and we'll go really late, and we want to use marching beat so we can, for instance, 2, 3, have the mystic ally really moving up in there quickly. And with that thought, we can bring, let's move 4 with reviving, actually let's use these 2 so that we keep reviving ether. We'll move 4 and then we can attack, something like that. And since we're going a little earlier, that means that our friend here, Scabwit, is going to be moving as well. So we might, I'll use marching beat for one of them. We'll see which one's more important. Okay. Now I kind of like the option of just standing in the door, so I'm not going to use the boots, but we'll see if I really need to. I guess I can use the boots now. Yeah, I can. Let's see what they're doing before I make that choice, though. They're jumping, just looting, and then they're going to be doing a move 2 and attack 4, which is kind of devastating. But we don't have to worry about this unless we move here. And if we moved there, it would be to disarm that. So by disarming this one, we're kind of screwed by taking this one. If I move here, I could disarm here, and then I'd be attacked by this one anyway. But by moving here, I'd be attacked by this one and this one. So disarming this one's not a good option. But I kind of like the idea of moving here with the boots. I just don't want to get too far again. But if I stand here, then we're screwed, and we're not going to be able to help him out very much in melee range. So let's use the boots. We're gonna go here. Skip that. And we're going to disarm this guy. Let's actually use the poison dagger now too. ×2. Fantastic. Okay. This will allow us to at least stand in the doorway with the, not the Soothsinger, the Mindthief, and we'll be able to help him out with some kind of backstab attacks. And his turn. As he, I want to say that, yeah, we still have fortitude. Oh, okay, that's the perk. We do have chainmail, and I want to say, yeah, we do have the heater shield too. So we'll be able to use that to our benefit when we're being attacked by these snakes. Okay. Move 4. And then move 3. I wonder if I stand here, is the snake 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. Is the snake going to see me as closer? I always say me being the one that's taking the active player. The Mindthief. If I move here, am I 2 away from here? In the thought of the snake? I mean, let's test it out, but it shouldn't be. The cobra should still continue to attack here. 1, 2 here instead of 1, 2 here. We'll skip that. We're gonna bring it right back. Scurry. We have a really good. There we go. Not gonna heal anybody. Fine. And unfortunately, I mean, nobody's in our way, so we're just gonna skip that. Now, do we want to bring 2 cards back now? I say no. Let's use that next round. Ah. So that snake is moving right here. Yeah, he is. I have to take that. That hurts. Okay. So, I mean, I'll probably end up just cursing anyway. They're performing more attacks, so I'll just give them that. Before we go, let's have our mystic ally perform an extra move. There we go. And now we'll move up. I don't know why it always tracks through here after you click. It will show this, and then when you click on it, it shows through the trap. Let's just continue to curse, I guess. I don't want to fill it with too many curses because of that problem, but And short rest. Okay. So we'll use... Say let's use these two and then we'll bring them right back. But we want to go early. Now, question here is, look at this mess here. Ah, I just saw that. So let's go with Skewer. Shield Bash and Skewer. We do have air infused. So we can skewer right through these and there's a potential that we kill them both. Small potential, but at least we should be able to kill one of them. Or we could hit right here to really start damaging these. That might be a good option too. Oh man. Okay. So mine's weakness has this attack on the bottom, and it's really nice, but I can never use it because I want to be using the top. So let's go with a stun. I think that's gonna help out quite a bit. And then we can use I guess we'll use Submissive Affliction, and I could stun this one, for instance, and then attack it. And here, since you're standing right there, we could do something like this. Throw Voice and Power Ballad. Power Ballad, we could move to here, and then throw Voice and just disarm all four of these. That would be great. And if we're going with that, then I'll go later, and maybe it'll be a +1 to an extra +1 here. We'll see. We shall see. So the Vermling's just gonna continue to move 3 and then heal. It would be really nice if he was next to, you know, the brute. That would be fantastic. But we need to stop these vipers as quick as possible. I don't think that's going to be necessary or possible. And they're all performing ranged attacks. Okay. So we want to shield 1. We already have that 1 shield from, where is she? The Power Ball or Defensive Ditty. So now we have 2, which is nice. Do we want to attack? Oh, we want to take this. I kind of feel like this would be a good place to attack. This one's also a nice one. But let's go for this way. Great. We killed 1 at least. That's 1 attack that we don't have to deal with. And that's it. So let's... I kind of like the idea of just getting right in their face. But... yeah, let's do this. Firm action. And you're strengthened for your attack, which is nice. Then I'm going to rotate that a little bit. Now you're all disarmed. Which is pretty huge. Okay. What's going on here? There seems to be a lot of bugs going on. Move 3 didn't even move at all. Is it because... I guess because... Yeah, okay. I'm not sure I like the way that the ally treats heal. It treats... or any of the enemies, for that matter. Healing... I'm not sure it should be thought of as a melee attack. And maybe it is that way in the board game, but for it to move into melee and then heal. So because in this case it couldn't heal, or it couldn't move because there's nowhere for it to stand. Like it targets this on a heal action. And I feel like the heal action shouldn't be an attack kind of thought. I don't know. I mean, maybe I played it wrong. That's totally possible. So let's bring her right to this point. I kind of want to just kill this, but I think it's better to try and kill this one. I'm going to move 3. So if I do, well, if I attack this, it's obviously not going to die, but 1, 2, 3, it could stand there. It's not going to die, so I'm just going to attack here. But at the moment, this Elite Viper is not going to be able to attack anybody. But if I kill this one first, then it will. So let's go for that. All that thought and planning. We want to use this, yes. We want to bring these 2 cards right back to our hand. Confirm. Well, it's just 2 damage. We can block that. That's good. We're poisoned again. But... good. That one was disarmed, so it didn't matter. So the stun in this case doesn't really do anything because they're already not able to, they're not going to move. So I think we want to stun this one. That's fine, whatever. And then let's use this. So now it's 2 + 1 because of the negative on there. The negative condition of stun. Times 2. 10 damage. Oh, right, because it's a +2 anyway. Oh. Where is it? Because it's a +2 anyway, it was a 4 attack +1 times 2 is 10. Wow. But I guess I should have just attacked and then I could have moved instead. Yeah. Oh well. Disarm, disarm, disarm. No, stop. Okay, we'll go with this. I want them to stop plugging this hole up here so I can get through. Oh, okay. Frost armor and flashing burst. I guess I'll go with this. It's not absolutely necessary, but might as well use it, right? And I'll use Into the Night for its initiative. That way we can open this door up and start walking through it. Okay, well, we need to deal with those as fast as possible. the Vermling Shaman is still not going to do anything. I guess if it stood here, it might be able to attack there, but yeah, that'll be dead anyway. So let's use this. We'll use the stun anyway, just in case. For that reason. And then just go invisible, whatever. Okay. Ah, you're dead anyway. Perfect, we got another ice. That's great. Take that attack. It's 1. Kind of feel like we should just start moving in this direction. What are they doing? They're not moving, so we should move away, right? I'm gonna just jump in here, but I'll put some space between us so we don't take that hit. And actually, what I could do is push. Oh, if I push it here, that would be bad. What are they doing? I could split that up, actually. That might not be a bad idea. I think I'll do that. What I'm gonna do is push. I'm gonna attack here. Oh, because it's poisoned, so it might not even need to. And that happened. And we're gonna push it way over there. Sorry, Spellweaver, but I want to. We need to start moving, right? So not bad. It was just an attack 2, I think. Yeah, an attack 2. I mean, we do get poisoned, but that's fine. We can block one of those. But in this way, the brute has moved out of the way. We can kind of... Yeah, please move. We can start pouring through here a little bit, I guess. There's still some blockage up there, but... let's go for this attack. I don't care about the... There, so 2 damage. It is now wounded, and we can strengthen all of our allies, which is pretty nice. Okay. Well, this is unfortunate. Actually, I want to take that long rest. So let's see what else we can do. Scurry. I think it's okay to take a long rest. Let's take a short rest here. Yeah, we want a short rest. And then we need to kind of move somewhere and then recover her cards. Yep. He's kind of just standing here by himself, so I think I'm okay with him taking a long rest back there. It will get rid of the poison. He does have a shield. He also has the chainmail, and then he'd take everything back again. So we'll go with long rest again with him. I'm hoping that I should be able to use like at least these two. I hope we'll be able to kill somebody, at least a couple of them. The shaman looks like is going to actually come in and help us. That's nice. Very nice of him. And he's also strengthened too. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. He pulled both of them. No. You're kidding me. God. That would have been nice down here. But that's fine, whatever. So this one's dead. Don't have to worry about that one now because the wound will kill it. So let's move into this position here. And I'm not going to, well, since I'm not going to move, I can just make this one attack. I have the +2 from this, so that's a 4 attack, and I'm strengthened. Let's give it poison as well. Sure, why not? I didn't see that. Man. See? I don't understand that. Okay. I could have dropped her, but oof. Drop this and this one would be nice right about now, right? As soon as I need it, it's not there. I guess we'll just drop these two. Not too happy about it. Oh, we'll keep Hook and Chain. He's got a nice straight line in there. We'll do that. I guess Fatal Advance. Let's go for eye for an eye. Okay. Yep, sing an arrow. I'm not cursing anymore. This is frustrating and annoying, and it shouldn't be like that. That we're pulling curses because I'm cursing the enemies. That's... Oh. Where did it go? Disarm him. I think I should just use Warding Strength, honestly. For the bottom action, we can just start using it. And I think I'm going to do that. We don't have much. There shouldn't be too many enemies in there, honestly. Oof. I mean, I'd like to long rest with you, buddy, but... Yeah, let's go super early here. And I guess I'll use this just so that I can move a little bit. That should help actually. We should be able to kill maybe both of those because of both of you. That should be enough. We're going to long rest. Oops, long rest. You're in a good position. You're kind of not in a good position, but you're far close enough to the door that I can just take a rest with you. We should be able to handle the rest of these. Let's bring Soothing Lullaby in to start getting rid of some of these poisons that we're accumulating. And tuning the outcome just to continue move. Alright. Okay. Don't really have to worry about these attacks that are incoming now, because they're all gonna be dead. Oh, I guess I didn't need to attack them. Okay. Now, I almost want to use Loot 2 again and put her, like, right there instead of moving toward the door. I might do that because he also has... You know what, let's be greedy. ×2. Fantastic. And I'm gonna be greedy because he's going to go in with basically shield 2. Or shield 1 actually, because we're going to be changing that. No, do we need to now? That's a good question. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is actually a good question. Do we actually need to do this? And I almost want to say no. And I'm going to say no. Skip action. And skip back. Because I want him to be going in, the brute to be going in with the 2 shield is going to be huge. Let's keep this one. Let's keep this one. Never even got a chance to use this bottom action, have I? It's one of my favorite attacks or actions for the Mindthief. Alright, we're gonna get rid of that one. And unfortunately, I'd like to use the bottom action here. It's hard to say though. No, let's go into the night. We'd like to keep Scurry. I'd like to keep Frigid Apparition. First Edge. So we'll get rid of Into the Night. That's sad. Sad to see that go, but okay. Look how much progress we've made. We've picked up all the oh, we forgot one stack back there, but let's do this now. I'm gonna use Frost Armor. Let's go late so that most of the people are out of the way, and then the Mystic Ally can kind of move into it. I guess it's just gonna go here anyway, but Marching Beat might be a good thing to just move him in himself. So he can use like shield bash and oh, actually I wanted to use hook and chain. Let's use fatal advance and hook and chain. This is what I'm gonna do. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could use the boots, so I can open this door and judge which direction. The wall might be a good place where there's no obstacles, so I could squeeze by and hit somebody and potentially kill another. That might be a good combination. If that's the case, another thing I could do is have him move here and then move into a position that is going to, like, maybe they aren't here and then I can move them back to this side and then move like this. That might be pretty fun to do. Even better, let's go early. I'll move up, strengthen him, and then move him in. It could be fun. Scurry. It's 1, 2, 3, and let's use perverse edge, or not perverse edge. What's this called? Submissive affliction. Later, so that we can maybe have some of them attacking each other instead. Go with that. Just gonna move, heal, target all adjacent allies. That's gonna be nice, actually. And then bless himself, which is going to be a pain once again. It's going to be moving up to here. Strengthen. This is kind of a good place for her anyway, behind this obstacle. And then we'll have you move. This will be fun. I kind of want to see this work in my favor. It looks as if the item they've been using is in the chest over there. Look at the amount of enemies. So they're going to be doing some range attacks, so they're not going to be moving too much, which is pretty cool. And then they're going after, and that's just going to be... Oh, it's actually not going to be too bad. They're just going to be attacking me. Me, the brute. We need to get there. Look how many enemies there is. I was not expecting this. So I will be able to probably kill both of them, right? If I move here, let's do this side instead, though. I don't know what to do. Because they're going to be attacking at range 3. So 1, 2, 3. This is my fear, that he moves here. If I go here, then he's going to move here to make the attack. If that's the case, then he's blocked my path. The other ones won't be able to really move into a good position to attack. Well, maybe this guy back here. This one should be able to move into a position. And if I move here, then he's just gonna go right there. I know this is what's going to happen. No matter which direction I go, they're going to choose the path that I want to be. I mean, it's a 50-50, so... I mean, my best chance is to go here. Be killing 2 enemies. Let's use these. So I was... No! So they've completely screwed me by him standing right there. I guess I should have seen that coming, didn't I? Well, I'm not going to use that method at all. So let's, well, clear that target. Let's pull this guy in. There we go, and he's stunned. That's nice. And then I can move 4, and let's certainly do that, moving all the way around here again. That way we can figure something out with this. They're really not going to be able to do anything, so... Oh, really? Oh no. It's not so bad, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Let's have this elite. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I guess they're all going to be attacking with poison. So let's have this elite attack. Yeah, let's have him attack here. And we will move up. Okay. Oh, it's range 3. I thought it was move 3. We'll attack there. Oh, come on. And then loot all of that. Shield Bash, Skewer, or I could do Leaping Cleave. Leaping Cleave might be good, but I think Skewer is going to be a better... he's already stunned, so attacking there is not going to be too necessary. But attacking these through here, let's go for that. No, let's just go early. Throw a voice, call to action. That'll be actually pretty nice combination there. Let's take short rest. Oh, it's gonna be dying here pretty soon, actually. Because I really need her to be more powerful, and burning cards is gonna be almost necessary. Let's go with Frost Armor, and I'll use that just to kind of move up a little bit. It's not really... I guess I can move here and start attacking. That's probably the better option. Okay. So the scouts aren't going to be moving, which is nice, but that means that I need to be diligent about moving away from them. That disarm from our friend, our Scabwit, would be nice if it attacked where I want him to, but it's going to be attacking right there. Actually, that's true. If I kill him first, then that'll be better. This is just fleet cluster. Okay. But we want to kill you. Good. And this would be nice to back there instead, but let's just continue this. All right. Not bad. Oh, come on. Okay, it's disarmed. I'll give you that. This one is going to be able to move all the way. You know what? I'm doing this because I'm sick of not being able to use it. And they're cheating plenty. So, oh, fantastic! You killed the one that I didn't really care about, and then you left the other one completely untouched. This has been a pretty frustrating scenario here. We're over 2 hours too. And then you took my spot. Let's go up to here. Ooh, I don't think I want to use that. I mean, I don't really need it. Let's attack. My thought is I'd like to use that for a stun. Okay. So let's do this and then attack back here, please. Okay, good. Another one dead. Then we'll disarm those two. Okay. They're not going to be moving. Great. The problem here is not only do we need to kill all the enemies, but we also need to get this. We need to get way back here. Pick this up. We do have Leaping Cleave, but I'll be needing that. And I would like to take a long rest, actually. I might do that. Let's see what else I can do. Oh god. Yeah. I mean we really need it. Let's take the long rests here. Vipers we don't have to worry about, and they're just looting anyway. Okay. Good. I didn't actually have that card anyway, so. Let's use that so that we have advantage on this attack. and then we can move 3. Certainly need to do... not get too close. But fortunately, it's only going to be normal scouts back there. Are you going to heal me? Oh, thanks, buddy. Now they're going to be taking all my money. Guess it was only that one, but they're just piling up in front of that door again. Oh, there we go. Not sure. So I think hook and chain probably going to be the one to get rid of. Yeah, hook and chain. There's really nothing to be using it for here. And his turn. And we want that. That would still be nice. I'd like to use this time. We want that. That's nice. It's all nice. It could be marching beat because I don't really think I need to move too much more. So I think I'll be dropping marching beat. I'd like to keep it, but... oh, one more. Okay. Perform a rest. Nice. Ooh, yeah. Unfortunately, you're going to be dead too. We need to drop this so that we can use it again. The problem with these augments is if you leave it in too long, you're reducing the hand size. Frigid apparition gone. Round 15. It's, being a little choppy because of the amount of data it's using, I think. So I think what I want to do is I would like to use skewer again here, but I think I need to use disarm. And let's use leaping cleave and just jump back. We really need to get in this room. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be a good place for you to land, and then maybe the next time we can use skewer or something like that. We can certainly... let's use something like this and this. That would help out quite a bit. We can stun this one or kill it, and then we can move up and continue to hit. And then we'll probably drop this so that we can reduce our, or increase our hand a little bit more. Who else is here? Playing defensive ditty still. That's probably good for now. Let's use this just to heal. And then disarm. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could disarm all of them. Strengthen would be a nice one. This could be also a very nice one. But I think let's go with that for now. And long rest. We have to be taking long rests from now on, basically, just so we can stretch out one more turn, basically. Vermling, they are attacking, so the disarm is going to be... okay, we'll make this attack. Good. And then we'll move up. And make this attack. That's pretty nice. Attack 4. Oh. I guess we're doing damage, right? Let's now discard that. Or we should maybe discard it. Yeah, we're gonna have to discard it now. Because we're gonna have to rest again next round. Now we have 3 cards, so we'll be getting 2 cards instead of just one. Oof. Mindthief. I think it was I needed to discard 2 or burn 2 discarded cards, and that's why she's in such a rough position at the moment. Good. See, that's how it's done. Mindthief. And I mean, this is nice. Now I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm not close enough. That's too bad. I mean, this is actually pretty bad. I was hoping to heal the brute and then disarm everyone, but he actually went first. And there's nowhere for me to go. Oh, that's right. The comfortable shoes will allow me to move all the way up here. I mean, I kind of have to do it. I don't know if I have everyone in sight. I do. That's huge. That is huge. So we've disarmed 5 out of the 6 this round. They're just gonna kind of pile around him. Yeah, you take a couple hit points of damage. I don't know why that's a thing. I mean, you're 2 away from here, and now you're 2 away again. Like, that's... Well, I guess... Nice hit. That's why you gotta keep her. I guess what his point was he's trying to go here. Around this obstacle. So that's closer. I guess that's what his thinking was. And I'm gonna keep this because I'm going to use it on him. Really need to get that. So we're gonna drop frost armor. Okay. Man, this is a long episode. If any of you are still here, do let me know. Let me know that you're still watching and you're still enjoying it. That would be nice. Let's just kill one. There's really nowhere for me to go get in a position for skewer, which is too bad. Yeah. Let me think about that. Long rest. Strengthening everyone, and actually we could use it for the bottom action instead. Let's use that. Let's do power ballad now. Let's bring it in, and let's do it this way instead. Monobolt and Spirit of Doom. I'll use this to heal him half of his. That should get him pretty close to full anyway. We're probably going to be exhausting the Spellweaver and the Mindthief. We'll see. There we go. They're now dead too. And that Spellweaver. That Mystic Ally is just fantastic. We're not in range of anybody. We can't get into range of anybody. So we will skip the attack. And we're going to heal him 8. That's pretty huge. We're almost certainly going to exhaust with the Spellweaver, but at least the Brute now will be able to handle quite a bit of incoming damage. And... well, there we go. And a miss. And the Brute still has a few more turns left in him, so that's good. Okay. They are going to be attacking him. I'm not too worried, honestly, though. Yeah, I'm not worried at all. I really want to get into a position to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do this. It's kind of a good idea. Heck, I mean, let's just do it. I really need to be killing these guys, so. Got the attack 5. Let's go for it. Dead. Dead. Fantastic. And then next turn, he can just kind of... it's not even close to middle. Or center. That. No! They've blocked it again! But we can do it. What we do. Oops. Clear the target. Undo. Start up the ballad first. Now we can use the Mindthief to attack here, and we get the power ballad. It'd be nice if this was actually the Soothsinger's symbol, the music note, instead of that, because this insinuates that it's actually... I mean, it is their active ability, sure, but I don't know. It just seems like it could be more fun if it was her ability to, or her music note to show, like, hey, this is mine. You're using my ability now. Mine's weakness. We're gonna drop that, just so we have some early cards. So it actually... yep, there she goes. But that's fine. That's fine. We don't need her. Let's do this and that. I'm just gonna loot this all up here. It's the end anyway, so with you, let's perform a short rest. Provoking Roar, and let's use... actually, what we can use is like Skewer and Fatal Advance, and we can get a bunch of points out of that. And then we can just move here. Whoops. Let's perform a short rest, because it's all done. Let's heal someone and strengthen all allies, sure, whatever. Let's loot all this up. 12 more gold. The 87 gold, that's fantastic. Skip this attack. Sure, I mean, it's probably not going to help us at all. Nope. And then heal yourself up. Get an extra XP out of this. Basically what I'm trying to get at there. Oh, and then you're gonna heal her again. The end is in sight, people. Wow. And there it is. So we have received the remote spider. All of that to gain the remote spider. During your turn, poison all adjacent enemies. This is a really nice item. We've received it, so we don't have to pay for it. We don't have to buy it. Well fought. These Vermling shall no longer be plaguing my tribe. Yeah, Scabwit. This was quite a painful scenario. Alright. The end. Brute killed 11 enemies, with the Spellweaver killing 8 and the Mindthief 7. Damage done 86 by the Brute. Well done, Brute. 67 for the Spellweaver, 52 for the Mindthief. Still a lot of damage dealt by those two. Damage taken 21 as always. Yeah. We gained a ton of experience for the Soothsinger and the Brute. 15 and 20. That is crazy. The Spellweaver, I want to say, needed 9, so that's perfect. And as for the achievements here, Bard Shark, I believe that's a point for the Soothsinger perk point. Light Mastery, and Run in the Forest or anywhere else. Run. Perform 30 move actions of 4 hexes. I actually don't know. I haven't seen this one before. I'm kind of excited to see what it is. I think I know what it is now that I've... there's a couple things that I do want to show real quick. Orholum Preservus. Orholum Preservus. I don't know how to pronounce that. Orholum. Infuse light 30 times. So we need 7 more times, and then we'll be getting a new character with that one. That's nice. So, Dark Mastery. Where's the other one? A Commanding Presence. This is another new mercenary, new character. Use 30 control abilities on allies, so that's like Marching Beat. You tell another enemy to move or attack, things like that. Not an enemy, an ally. When you not really command, as a hint, but it's going to be like you're allowing another ally to attack or move. And the Dark Void approaches. This is going to be a little bit longer, but 20 more infusing dark. Be unlocking that character as well. So, the ending it right here. If you've made it this far, I completely appreciate it. This has been a long, brutal, frustrating scenario. I know I complained a little bit about the way that Scabwit's modifier deck is handled. It should not be that way at all. If they're going to continue with doing some digital, like using the digital mechanics that we can't use in the physical board, then allies should have their own modifier deck. No, they should not be sharing with that, with the monsters deck. And that's the maybe the last time I'll say that. This seems to be some sort of a clockwork spider that poisons your enemies. Why does everything have to be so unpleasant? Couldn't they have made a cute cat or a squirrel? I mean, they would still be poisoning all the enemies. I don't really know why. I guess the spider is being unpleasant, but... Alright, well, we have a lot to do for the next video. And we'll leave it at that with the Spellweaver leveling up. Perfect. That's exactly what we needed. Okay. Well, again, Yeah, if you made it this far, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear that you've made it this far. And thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you the next time. Bye.